is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. We are starting the day off. We are at the ranch early in the morning. Sun is rising. Zach's excited. You know why you're excited? Because Bucks is now available, ladies and gentlemen. Link down below. Finally, it's been years in the making, waiting a long time. Finally got it launched. It is now live. Link down in the description down below. If you guys want to check out Bucks gear, we got a whole bunch of new merch, brand new merch, and some of it might sell out. So if you see anything you like, I would recommend snagging it while you can. And also, if you're watching this on the day I'm posting it, being August 3rd, you have until midnight tonight to buy that shirt. It will not come as crusty as Banjo's, but it's looking...
I've been wearing it for like weeks.
Really? You haven't taken it off yet?
Well, I've washed
you're like a kid that gets like a new toy and he's just like, he won't leave it alone. Yeah. Look at that guy. It's a Founders Edition, so it has today's date, 8/3/21, and then it is gone. So literally on 8/4, it will not be available. So you have until midnight tonight to check it out. And also, another announcement, big announcement day. We've got the Bucks Instagram account rocking and rolling. If you guys want to go follow it at Bucks Hunting. Everything is now available. Link down below. We got a huge day out here at the ranch. Tractors, trucks. We got new muddy blinds that just got here that we are going to stick up. We've also got some blinds right over here. The goal today is to get some big tower blinds set up where we're going to be putting the food plots. We had Whitetail Habitat Solutions come out. We ran around for a couple days. I didn't really end up filming any of it, but we'll kind of go over that plan later. One thing that did you know that we don't have any power? I didn't pay my electric bill.
Yeah, your dad was telling me about that.
I forgot.
Shut it off.
Yeah, they cut me off.
Yeah.
They said this guy.
You're gonna have to pay like a recharge, like restart fee, I bet.
Really?
Yeah.
You think they're gonna? Yeah. No warning. I show up and there's no power.
You can't do like automatic payments, like you got to do like the old-fashioned way.
I don't know. This Macy is in charge of finances.
Well,
okay, I did. I texted her. I said, "Hey, did you pay the electric bill?" She's like, I don't really know." I was like, "Well, we don't have any power." So I was gonna say we can go chill in the cool AC cabin and we'll draw up the plan for food plots, screening, blinds, tree stands, hinge cutting, timber management. We got it all planned out now. One more announcement, Bancho. We were just on a big announcement grind. The Facebook group is launched. If you guys don't know what it is, we started a Facebook group. It's Bucks Hunting and Ducks Waterfowl Co. Facebook group. It's one group where we jump in. You kind of get a behind the scenes of what we've been doing. So like today, right, we're going to be going over some of the plans as we do it, right? We're like, yep, we're going to spray this. If you guys are into land management, whether it's for whitetail, I mean, even maybe some fishing type stuff, and then waterfowl, like the food plots and all like the actual management side of things, not just strictly hunting, but management, we are going to be keeping you up to like a day-to-day type thing. We're like
behind the scenes.
Basically like behind the scenes.
Flooding the pond, doing all of that.
If you guys know more than me, which isn't hard to do, you can help us. So it's like, hey, I can snap a picture, boom, we're gonna make that a food plot. What should we plant? And I'll post that in the Facebook group to where you guys can jump in there and be like, yep, you need to do half beans, half corns, a little strip of brassicas on the northwest wind side, something or not, like tips basically. And then if you at home want to do the same thing, you can post, and there's gonna be people that are a part of the group that know a lot. If you guys want to manage for whitetail, or if you want to manage for waterfowl, and you're like, what should I plant here for my duck impoundment? People can help you. It's like a forum, resource, community revolved around duck hunting and deer hunting. That will also be linked down below. Lots of links down below. Facebook page, join it. It's totally free. It's where we're all just gonna hang out, kind of keep you guys posted up to date. You know, obviously I try to share with you guys everything we're doing on this ranch, right? But there's still some stuff that's like, yeah, we're not gonna film that. Not a big deal, but it may be a big deal to you guys, a smaller group of individuals, and I will post everything on the Facebook page. Day to day, keeping up what's going on with the ranch, down at the duck farm, all that stuff like that. So anyways, lots of links down below, lots of exciting stuff. We got the whole gang out here. We are ready to rock and roll. New pallet forks for the tractor, so I'll be ripping that around. Love the tractor. And we're gonna go try to get some blinds up. And they're all 10-foot towers. Big, giant, mamma jammas. Getting ready to get shooting down range. Hopefully shoot big old Bucky, get Banjo his first deer, get Papa Beefcake his first deer. Lots of exciting stuff happening. You guys stay tuned. wow. How was that?
That's good.
I
You
was,
did all the work.
I was trying to drive. It's tough getting it smooth like that.
You about a couple times.
I've about done
Little
goof.
hole right here, but you know.
Ventilation.
Yeah.
No big deal. All right, so we got one blind. So this is the first spot. So this is the north, let's just call this northwest. We're gonna put one on the northeast and then we're gonna put one on the south. Those are the 3 blinds that we're doing today. If we find a 4 spot, we're gonna go for it. It really honestly depends how easy these guys are to get up. I mean, that took 15 minutes and it was just unloading the trailers. What happens when you have a tractor? Skid loader? Give me 5 seconds, I would have had the sucker off. I'm just saying. I am just saying. First one, we're gonna try putting it kind of up against this tree. We'll eventually probably cut that.
I think we're gonna go to the other one first since we got this one off. That's what they're thinking.
Oh, we're switching plans.
This is 2? Unload area first, but we're gonna go do the other one, they're saying.
Sure. I'm just here to drive the tractor. All I am good for. You guys want to go to the next one? Or are we doing this one?
I think we'll go to the next one.
Okay, so go over to the east side. Okay, well, we're going to the east side. We'll come back to this one. This is all going to be food. This is going to be our biggest, honestly, I think this is the single biggest food plot that we have. It's like I posted in that group. Was it 5 acres? So this is 5 acres right here. I posted in the Facebook group. You guys should go join it. And I asked what we should plant here. So we're still trying to figure out what we're going to plant. This whole thing, all the way to that tree line, will be food. And then we'll have a tower set up here and we'll enter it from the north. But now they're saying they want to take this one over to the east side. And the east side is not going to actually have, it might. It just depends how ambitious we get. We aren't planning on, oh, look at these. What are these, tomatoes? Oh, I'd eat those. We aren't planning on putting a food plot over there, but we always could. Good. 1, 2. Shee! Bunch of beefcakes make it look easy. Dang. That was nothing. Just go slow and have a rope to counter it so it doesn't go flying.
Yeah.
So we got to filter. We got to scoot it way out and then 1, 2, 3.
That's very good. All right, then we're gonna tip her back.
Easy. So I want the bottom to kick out and slam. So you guys doing all right?
Yep. Watch your fingers.
All right, I'm out.
Woo! Yeah, attach that to the actual base.
Got that down.
You got a lock washer by chance? How's it going? Hey, I almost hit the camera. All right.
By the way, for the record,
Yeah.
those instructions suck.
He said it, not me. Listen, we're on team instruction suck, all right? Team blind suck, team everything. So far, any big blind, deer blind, duck blind that I've built so far, instructions fairly poor. Here's what the instruction said. Secure this brace bracket to the blind. The real question is, how do you secure the legs to this? If the piece of plywood is there, how do you get the bolt through? Well, guess what? We're gonna have to take it off. Mess up number 1. We're gonna keep track of these suckers. Mess up number 1 has happened so far. And we've got 6 beefcakes out here, educated beefcake. Well, you have a college degree? You have a college degree? None of us do. 4 to 2. You don't, right?
No.
4 dropouts. Did you even attend?
You put me on camera? No, I didn't. I attended one college
You
class.
attended? One? No, one?
One.
Okay, we've all attended then, and we all dropped out. So we have 2 college-educated individuals, 4 college dropouts, and we've already made 1 mess up, and it's, was it not even 9? Perfect.
Get the bolt started.
That was a 20-minute break.
That was a good break, yeah.
All right, brace boys.
That's you guys. Well, it is 11:45. I had told the individuals here, you know what? We'll all be celebrating, setting up the blinds, getting lunch. Hopefully you guys are hungry for breakfast in the morning. Get some headlamps going.
Oh, you said we were gonna be done by noon. I already have plans. I'm leaving.
Really?
I'm out.
So we got it built, not flipped over, not staked down, not completely done in 4 hours. 6 beefcakes, 4 hours. Dude, this is deja vu to the duck blind. It looks good for now. I mean, we got a little lean going on here. There's many ways to do this. We could be messing up and it could be our fault. The reason why that bent is because of the weight of the blind. The instructions, right? The instruction said attach to the blind. Well, I just wanna make sure we're not messing this thing up, right?
Attach the blind.
It says step 1, attach the blind. So some people will do the stand and then take forks and set the blind on it, which I figured that would be the easiest. I'm trying to follow the instructions and be a rule follower, and that got me this. Ready? Wow, we did it without dying. So that's important. Look at that sucker. She's hanging up way up there. Once we get the ladder, we'll take you up there and we'll show you the view. I mean, the tractor swinging method, I feel like wasn't too bad. Now, if this was like a smaller, like a normal human size blind, like this is a little excessive, I would just literally pick the blind up with the forks and then just go set it on there. Like, that's just a beefcake. It's too big.
It's longer than the fork.
It's long, yeah, it's longer than the forks. You would have to have extendo, longo, forco, and it just wouldn't really work out. So we're gonna stake it down. We're gonna put something down in the middle. We're gonna get the ladder so it's completely set up. And since we're putting a blind here, we were just talking, we probably will plant something out here. You know, the main design that we'll go over later today, that's like a next year thing. This year it's just kind of last second. That's why I want the blinds up now. If we didn't do this and we did food first and then we're like, let's throw the blinds in last second, I wouldn't have put a blind here because we didn't put food here. So this is why I was like, blinds are first and then food, you put where you put the blinds. So I guess I can go both ways. You put the blinds where you put the food. But this is an area where we were already planning on putting food next year, but we'll probably end up doing it this year just because this year we put a blind, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and finish this sucker up and we'll take you to the top and show you what the view is. Now, we don't have AC in the cabin. Turn the power off. We're in.
I know somebody say, you know, you screw that in, right? Yes.
Just hammering in a huge auger.
We know you screw it in.
Two people pushing down and kind of walk in a circle like we're churning butter or something.
Let's try it.
Is this how the Amish did it?
The Amish way,
This has gotta be, right? This is how they churn butter, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how else you would do it. It's going further.
Yeah, it's going.
I know. It's hot. It's hot.
Tapping out.
I'm just busier than anything.
Mama, need some oven mitts. Woo! Chihuahua.
Well, we're climbing up this ladder. This is fine. That took, what time? Is it 2 o'clock yet, Banjo? Can we get a time check?
1:20.
1:20. So that took a solid 5 hours. That's ridiculous. But this thing, 10-foot stand, climbing on up. Wow, bam. Look at the penthouse we got going on up in here. Dude, look, oh, look, you can stand up in this blind. This is nice. Look at this. Super tall. Like, I could barely even reach the ceiling. I mean, you could hunt. The reason why these are overkill, the reason why, you know, I got the penthouse, biggest one, is because I want to be able to take 3 people. You know, me and 2 others, right? Get Banjo, get Zach in here, Dad and Banjo, or whatever the combination is. Hunt by myself or even just with a camera guy, it's okay. And there's going to be those instances distances. But on a spot like this, look how much you can see. You can see out this window over there. Look at that. You see all, so that's all gonna be food. All this will be food. Look at all that. Look at that view all the way. Again, it's more a rifle than anything. But they do have the bow windows. So you can shoot bow. You're probably not gonna shoot. I mean, you might if they're walking. You can see my neighbor's field's a cornfield over there. You know, if they come up from over there and they're gonna walk and hop that fence into the corn, you know, you could turn around and shoot this way. That's why we didn't tuck it against that, because that would have made for really far rifle shot, like 250, which isn't, I know isn't that crazy, but you know, especially if I'm gonna have like beginner hunters. The whole goal with these big things is to be able to take people, youngsters, next gen, people that haven't hunted, and be able to, you pluck off a doe here and there, maybe a big buck here and there. And this isn't like your super serious hardcore hunting location. This is just have a good time hunting location. First blind, 5 hours deep. Zach actually went, he was gonna go get some sandwiches. This is, I don't know how you guys do it. Some of you folks that are watching that have built these with 1, 2, 3 dudes. It's a lot of work. There's no way we're doing 3, no chance. We're gonna be lucky, super lucky to get 2 done. The other muddy we have is dropped off on the other side. Now that we've built one, I mean, I'm guessing it'll be half the time. This one took us 5 hours, I bet the other one can be done in 2.5 hours. The instructions aren't super detailed. The bolts you just spent 10 minutes putting on, you gotta take them back off to add another piece and then put them back on. You know, little things. Yes, I'm sure the people who built these things, like the assembly line employees, like could whip these up in probably an hour. We're not to that level. We're getting there. This is by far the hardest one. It will only get easier from here. We gotta get Banjo up here, see what he thinks. Climb on up into the penthouse. This is for you, bougie boy.
Really?
You're gonna be thankful because we're gonna be sitting up here cooking up, if it's morning, breakfast, evening, cook up some dinner. Look at, I mean,
Oh, this is a sauna right now.
well, it's hot.
Have you done?
Yeah, so you flip these suckers.
Oh, that's nice and quick.
Yep, and then it has like a little rester. See that? If you open these up, honestly, the breeze. See, that gets the deer fired up, I'm sure. You could put 4, honestly, if you needed
you
to.
gotta do a 24-hour challenge in here. I mean, you could sleeping bag.
You could probably, yeah. You want to lay down real quick?
Oh, yeah.
How long is that? I would say long. Oh, you're in. Yes.
It's over 6.
We could do a 24-hour challenge. That sounds like a good idea. You feeling that video, or is that solo episode?
Even Zach.
Really? We could put 3 up, and then we each have a GoPro, and we do a challenge. Whoever shoots a deer, because we were talking about doing challenges, like, you know, put everybody in their own blind with a GoPro, and be like, who shoots a deer first wins. But what if it was like you had 24 hours to do it, right?
Yeah.
So like you're sleeping overnight, you're waking up in the morning, and I was even thinking like they're walking that fence line to hop into that cornfield. I didn't even think about that, but like they made skirt, you know, to get into that. That's all corn. When they harvest it,
I'm thinking
it's
the
gonna be
24-hour challenge. Coyote at night.
Ooh, true. Thermal coyote. Yeah. Well, I don't think you can thermal coyote hunt during deer season during rifle.
Oh, that's no fun.
I don't think you can.
I mean, I understand why, but that's no fun.
If it was bow, don't quote me, game warden. I know you're watching, and I respect you. Think about this: game warden pulls in, and you've got a thermal 6.5, and you're in a deer stand.
You day. You put your other scope on.
So either way, but yes, you're right. Like multi-species.
Cool.
The other thing you got to think about is like during trapping season. You come stay out here, you set your traps, you sleep over here, you wake up, you check your traps, you're shooting deer. This would be good. Like, look, you could put a TV right here.
Okay.
Or you could utilize the back windows. You know how this don't flip up. This, you don't want to crowd that space. So you can put a TV there, or back here where you flip your chairs, PlayStation, and we sit here and game, satellite, stream Husker games.
Okay.
Afternoon Husker games.
I'm here.
How about this? We duck hunt in the morning. We come here, take a quick nap, come up here, stream the game, cook dinner, have a little skillet, and then shoot a deer. We're basically living in these suckers, which is why we got the bougiest blinds out there, because we wanted the nicest of the nicest to where we can enjoy ourselves. Honestly, you could grab a ghillie suit and go sit on the ground and probably shoot deer. I'm probably gonna do a ghillie suit hunting challenge, but the idea of us being able to cook in here, do overnight challenges in here, put TVs, stream football games, all that stuff.
In here. You can't use your phone out there.
No. Other thing that's great is like scent. You don't really have to worry about scent as much because you're in here. I mean, you a little bit, not like a bow blind.
You can vlog in here. You can't vlog out there. You can't talk.
You basically just live your normal life. Bambi walks out, bam, take her out. So 5 hours later, boys, we got it done. I guess we'll go attempt this other one. Yikes. Stay tuned. Shoo! Well, as you can tell, folks, we did not put out a second blind. I was prepared and I was ready. But some of the individuals we were with, Chris, one of them had to go, and then it was like, man, it's also like 112 out here and we were getting tired, and everyone's like, you know what? Let's come back when it's nicer. And later this week, it should be, hopefully, potentially like in the 80s instead of 100s. I didn't want to end the video here. Obviously, this video is supposed to be about putting up a bunch of blinds. We only got 1 up. 1 is better than none, okay? We have some work to do. But what I did was I'm drawing out the ranch right now. She's not done yet. Did you just go for a freaking marathon run or what? Why are you so thirsty? Anyways, I got the whiteboard out. I'm starting to draw some stuff up. Obviously, it's difficult for you guys to understand exactly what we're doing, where things are when we're talking about them. So I know this looks like, hey, it's pretty abstract, but I will let you guys know exactly what's going on here. For now, that's the cabin, that's the pond. The entrance is back here. The squigglies with the green, the inside, right where the squigglies are, that's all trees. So if it's empty, that means it's prairie grass, okay? So that's the idea. I'm gonna walk you through what we did today in today's video, what we're planning on doing all the way through the food plots. I'm gonna try not to keep it not boring, but I wanna let you guys know exactly kind of the layout that we've got going on here. Hopefully I can explain this and hopefully you guys can read and understand, I guess, my writing or my artist skills, I don't know what it is. I failed art class, so don't expect a whole lot. All right, so like I said, that's the cabin. To go from the cabin to the pond, this is really insignificant, but you kind of like hit out right here and then you kind of go around and then that's the dam. You kind of go around here and you shoot out. There's like a ravine where we've got a lot of flat tires. Okay, that's right here. I'm trying to let you guys know where everything is. This is where we've been already mowing and spraying, where Banjo and I and Zach have been doing it, is right in here. This is gonna be food plot number 1. We're just gonna mark it off about like this. That is food plot number 1. That's the one that we are planning on putting a blind, I think right here, actually right where the entrance. So there's gonna be, let's go ahead, wow, I need more colors. We're just gonna go with blue. Blue is blinds. So I think we're gonna put a tower blind right there. And we're gonna enter it from this path right here. And we're gonna have food all the way up here. We also think about putting a blind somewhere on the north end. So if you guys remember when I first bought the property, there's a green blind on the property, right? That was located right here. So we're gonna put a blind somewhere close. That way, if you have a north wind blowing, you can sit in a south blind and blow your wind on the outside of the property. So this black is the perimeter of the property. It's exactly what it looks like. If it's a south wind, you could blow your scent to the north and you could sit in that one. So this is all gonna be food plot. Now I'm not gonna go into details what we're planting. Mostly this year we're planting brassicas. Next year we're hopefully gonna get some corn, beans, different stuff. For now, this is food right in here. That's a food plot. Food plot number 1. Blind location, blind location. Didn't do either of that. What we did in today's video was up here. This, oh, hang on. We got a malfunction here going. I mixed green with red and now we got colors that shouldn't be there, but we're just gonna have to deal with it, I think. This is where we just set up that blind. The location where the actual blind was right about there. Okay, remember my neighbor's corn? This is neighbor's corn that me and Banjo were climbed up talking about, right? For the food, I think what the design is going to be is like a horseshoe type deal where you kind of go like this and you kind of go like this. The whole inside is pretty much gonna be food. So actually what you're gonna do is you're gonna start skinny on the inside like this, and then you're gonna break it up like this. You're gonna start skinny and it's gonna go like that. That actually looks better. You may even do one of these guys. I don't know what shape that is. But the idea is the ends, you can see these 2 ends right here, you start skinny, which encourages the deer to feed to this bubble. And you could even make this bubble go around by the blind or something like that if you really, really wanted to. But just kind of let you guys know the design. So this was the east field. So we're only probably gonna put this blind right here. Not gonna do anything more than that. The food is gonna be some type of boomerang. The idea is on an actual map, you can see there's trails that kind of go through here, and then there's actually trails that connect right here too. Like that. So all the food plots should connect. Keep going. We had dropped that blind off. The second one we were gonna set up was right there. Okay, so there is a trail. There's a north entrance, right? You saw us drive through that gate. Gate's right here. You drive in, you drive around, you saw us drive down, and we drove right there. So this would be great for your south wind, blow your wind to the north, and then that way you've got all this. So then your food plot would be that 5 acres, and this is just one, I mean, the whole thing is basically gonna be food. This year, like I said, brassicas is probably the only thing we're really gonna get in, but ideally we do mixes of corn and stuff like that. Go ahead and shade this in as well. So all the red are food plots. This is what we're going for this year. Now there's more to it. There's a lot of big open space. This big open space right in here is the top ridge, and that's where those huge brush piles are. If you've seen us up there, there's big brush piles. There's like brush pile here, here, and here, and we've coyote hunted up there and done all that. We're not gonna have time to do anything with that this year. This year, we're not doing a whole lot other than this one, which is, that blind is completely done. So this one, check. Done, right? We have 4 blinds to set up. We're thinking the next one goes here, and then we'll probably put 2 on this one. Or we could always change it and put 2 on this one. We're not sure. For sure, 1, 2, 3. These are north winds, south winds on the north, and then this would be a north wind. So you gotta make sure, especially when rifle season comes, a lot of north winds are gonna be, so it's super important. So we might end up flipping it and putting another blind down here for that opposite wind. And all the green is bedding area, right? It's trees, it's timber, it's bedding area. So we're trying to get food sources. And then we've got the neighbor who, like down here where all these red squigglies are, that's all a bunch of beans. So we're trying to design it that way. This is a whole block of timber. But before I let you guys go, we are looking to do some upland game stuff. We hadn't really talked a whole lot about, but the spots we have picked out, since we're already right here, you can see there's a bubble right here and there's a strip right here. It's really close to the cabin. The cabin entrance is like this, right? So you go through that big gate. So right up there, you're not gonna do anything with deer right there because actually the road runs along this way. Then you've got a little bubble out here. So we're thinking switchgrasses, millets, and milo, all sorts of seed stuff in this corner. Then down here, you've also got some space in this corner, which again runs alongside the road. So you don't wanna do a whole lot of deer management next to the road because then you have road hunter issues and stuff like that. But for pheasants, it's not that big of a deal. So we're kind of dedicating corners to upland game. And then we're thinking probably do some more upland game stuff up here, which is where that north entrance is. But we're thinking doves, ladies and gentlemen, doves. Big dove hunting guy. There's a road that runs right here and there's a power line. We're thinking we do strips and maybe a strip over here of sunflowers, all those mixed like that, and then integrate some switchgrass and whatnot to where like basically this stretch up here would be dedicated to upland game too, but dove hunting, right? Love dove hunting. And same thing, these little corners, you know, you could have strips of sunflowers that run kind of alongside the road. You see doves, you drive down the road, what do? You look up at the power line, you see the dove, right? So you do sunflower patch. Now you guys can really see. Now you can't really see a whole lot here, but this is the property. Like I said, the north gate, that's where the cabin is. You drive down to the pond. That's the one we've been spraying and mowing. This is where we set up today. The blind we finished was there today. The blind that we set on the ground that we didn't start, that we started at, but we didn't put it together, was that one. Let me know. Does this confuse anyone? Does it help? One idea I thought of was to have somebody like physically draw up a legitimate map, something like this size, hang it up in the cabin, and then we can go over there with our dry erase marker and show you like, all right, today we're hunting this plot right here in this stand or this bow blind, whatever. Like, I want you guys to be able to understand where we're at and what we're doing because you guys have really awesome feedback. But if you're like, I don't know where the hell he's at, I can't give him any advice because I don't want to give him the wrong advice, right? You guys have to understand just as well as I do where we're at. So if you guys have any ideas, is this sufficient? Is this like hurt your head and you're like, no way, Jose, don't give this kid another dry erase marker because my brain's about to explode? Let me know in the comment section down below. Hopefully we can get out there later next week and set up some more blinds. Like I said, the goal would be 4 this year, not including any tree stands for archery. We're trying to get the sniper towers essentially kind of implemented, and then we really got to get on the spraying and the mowing, and we're like, we are running out of time, folks. We're gonna have to do a lot of work here on the ranch. Hopefully you guys are enjoying today's video. Remember, Bucks is now available and it is linked down in the description down below. Stuff will sell out, so if you see anything you guys like, I would recommend copying it now while you can. We've also got the Facebook group you can join, link down below, and follow on Instagram, link down below. Hopefully you guys are home today's video, and what thing, babies? Like that one? That was a good one. Yeah. And peace.